the Twitch didn't look great, whether that was him or just the team. But yeah.
Yeah, fighting with Twitch from behind, you're really feeding on scraps, trying to get your ultimate off. And I think that was one of the biggest problems. He was stalled at level 5 for so long by all those dives on repeat. There was so much pressure on him, he could not find level 6. And I wonder if we have this Twitch as his 7th unique pick, we may see him fall back onto one of his more well-known. I think we're going to see, Caitlyn Ban comes back around. We could see him drop into Kai'Sa. I think he's less favorable on Kai'Sa right now. But there's a lot of AD carries out there, and we know that our Sexy is willing to pick out some mage characters as well.
Yeah, so Matt's ult accounts with no... Well, actually, yeah, there is draft iteration. Taric gone. You know, I think...
throw that respect on Abraxo.
This every team that leaves up Taric game 1 into Hospitalized has Bandit game 2, because that shit is too oppressive, dude. He's a good Taric, alright? So, if you have yet to play them, just ban Taric. He's good at it. I'm a little shocked
I'm not
to
sure
see
where
the
prio... they're saying, come challenge us. We don't need the Taric. The Lucian's an important part, and Taric's definitely got a lot of lane partners. Who do you think would come through? I don't expect to see Abraxo pick up a Nami. Seraphine, we may see Ashe Seraphine return for Matt's ult accounts.
Could be a great pickup. Also, to be fair, Seraphine pairs with a lot of carry champions as a great enchanter, so it doesn't have to be the Ashe, but...
I wouldn't hate seeing Volibear come through right here.
I think you could hold it for red 3 if you wanted to.
You could.
Jinx, yeah, Jinx.
Yep, there's the Jinx.
Is fine. Thresh, my boy.
Will they lock it in?
We've got Rush Hour bot lane against the scaling Seraphine Jinx pick. Bot lane Gauntlet's thrown down again at the start of the draft.
We gotta talk about this for a second. Our sexy Jinx. This is like, the game is on a clock with our sexy Jinx in the server. If they don't get this game finished before 30 minutes, this Jinx will 1v9. So you gotta watch out. I mean, I think that they can do it. Hospitalized have shown that they know how to win the game, but they are a slow team, and so they're gonna need to find ways here early to pressure with Lucian. And Ivern picked up Whittle's Whittle's best champion.
Yep, so Diana left by the Wayward is not banned, but it's not picked up. Matt's ult accounts with the power pick R3. What are they going to grab here before the second rounds of bans start? We have bot lane jungle secured so far, and bot lane jungle secured for Matt's ult accounts as well. We can expect to see bans coming out from mid and top side right now.
Skarner, is that a Skarner top or Skarner jungle?
Another flex option. But... I personally, I think Skarner ganks, man. It's so powerful and so easy to get to fights when they're happening. It doesn't matter how many walls there are between you and them. You just run through them. The Volibear ban will come through. I think that's intelligent. It was difficult to answer, and I think if it's going to be that strong, just take it off the table. But they've yet to lock it in. They're considering Cho'Gath taken away. A bit of respect for Crimson Yoni coming out with the Cho'Gath mid. Everybody underestimated it. We will see Brand taken away, and will we see Soul, Ahri, or Orianna out of the bans from last time?
Well, I just like that Hospitalized has the option now. You know, they can put Crimson Yoni on a champ that he's at least got some practice and he's comfortable with. He did do bad on the Cho'Gath, but I think that just having the Orianna or the Soul, I mean, Soul could be. And they're gonna ban it themselves, but I think Asol could have been the answer here into the Jinx, because Jinx could get just roasted by the Dragon late game. It looks like they will just find ways to commit to the mid here. Prestige worldwide, Fia? Is that what you're saying?
Either Ocean Song or Standard.
Prestige worldwide.
For Seraphine.
Yeah.
Oh, Ocean
Prestige
Song.
worldwide. Diana. So this will be a Skarner top. It looks like. Diana coming in.
Diana's stolen away.
For Matt's ult accounts.
And Empro, his last Diana was their only loss up to that point, and so now, actually, Matt's ult account is sitting on back-to-back losses. Malphite left up. That's the one that they let through, and it will be picked up here for TJ. It's just guaranteed viability in the game.
Yeah, we expect to see something supportive in the mid lane. I wouldn't mind an Orianna pick coming out for Crimson Yoni. We've seen them take that in the past. And it is a relatively safe blind pick. Matt's alt accounts reserving their final draft for mid counter pick. Jarvan. All right, Yoni's taking notes out of my champion pool here for the mid lane, throwing down the gauntlet. Matt's alt accounts. What are you going to answer with? Perhaps they have an option here as well to later on trade the lanes between Malphite and Jarvan.
Was that an
as
intentional
needed.
Jarvan or a mistake Jarvan?
I didn't notice if it was too close to the timer or not, but it looked intentional to me.
I think this is
And
the Diana mid.
Nothing comes through in the chat, so this will be a Jarvan locked in for the
Diana mid?
we can assume mid lane. Ken's just broke my lamp a little bit
No big deal. What's new?
and spilled a bunch
It's a
of water
little
on the
broken
floor.
there as well.
I'll deal with that afterwards. All right, game 2, first place.
Let's get
It
cooking.
looks like we're gonna have some grouped up activity from Hospitalized moving all together to the bot side. A ward will spot them out as they move into the red side of the map.
I think it's expected with the Thresh. You know, you're going to invade, look for that hook.
Yep.
Yeah,
but
4 wards
nicely
invested
spotted
from
out.
Matt's alt accounts.
It's fair. This is standard, right? This is what you're looking to do. So they're gonna seed this entire quadrant. You'll see them back all the way out if you're watching the minimap here, and just totally give all that over. They're also gonna see them all walk out, so they'll know that it's safe to walk back in. Although you have to expect that they've gotten vision down.
Yeah, no spot on the vision from placed by Matt's alt accounts for Hospitalized, so they have no idea that they were scouted out there on the way in and out. Although the overall effect should be minimal. Fia will reveal that they can see them in the alt chat. Thanks for coming. Duck and Impro invading onto Whittle Guy. They
Yeah,
will
Whittle is
absolutely
gonna-
destroy them in this 2v2.
Yeah, but Crimson is here as well. So actually, Yoni gonna give up some of his first access to the wave here. So Reds is gonna have early access to the wave. Let's watch bot side. It looks like there's a little sneaky play happening bot side. And they'll just give it up on that. So mid is really where this advantage is gonna come through.
Yeah, but no experience lost. Yoni does successfully defend his jungler. Whittle going to be very happy about that. Empro going to be disappointed. Forced to go to clear his raptors late alone, and that's not ideal for them.
We also have a Sapphire Crystal start for Yoni on Malphite.
Yeah, going for
Very
some
interesting
early
with
scaling
the
effect.
refillable.
Yep. So their plan here is going to be to get as fast as possible to a lock
Oh, the
chapter. I
beautiful
imagine.
hook from Abraxo, and it's gonna be a quick and early first blood set up with a gorgeous hook flay from Abraxo, and they take the early lead bot side again. They're putting their stamp down. This is the best bot lane in the LCC. They're here to prove it, and that's back-to-back games where they've earned the first kill. In the straight-up even 2v2.
Yeah, very nicely done by Abraxo on the Thresh. The Rush Hour bot lane is feared for a reason, and he looks for another onto our Sexy.
Nice trade by Reds.
Yeah, Reds, I will say between the two, Reds has had the early advantage in both of the lane phases, and Crimson has played the tanks, like the big tank setups in these. So we'll have to see if he's able to come back, but definitely getting pressured out here. He's pretty low on mana, and Reds is going to go for this. Igniting a couple more autos could have been it.
Ooh, engaged into the bot jungle. Whittle Guy will steal away the blue, but Impro is fighting himself 2v1.
Yeah,
Braxo
Braxo's here, but he's
supporting
only
Whittle
level
Guy.
2. But
Yeah, red buff on
he didn't
Impro,
run
but he's
away
gonna be
instantly,
hooked.
and the hook lands. This will be another kill, and Whittle Guy picks up a kill, and now the three of them will roam bot, and this is like we've seen in almost every other game. Hospitalized, their jungler comes bot side, and links up with one of their bot players to find a lead.
Yeah, Whittle and Abraxo calling the shots, moving together.
Another
just
hook
invade
lands. This one
blue.
on our Sexy, and it's a burst kill down. Another one. Abraxo, he's free low, man. Follow this guy's hook. He will lead you to victory. That's 3 hooks and 3 kills for Team Hospitalized.
Whittle Guy bailing out Crimson Yoni with a little attention mid lane. Tried for a gank, but will help him clear the wave. Yoni gonna get interrupted right here, I imagine. but will decide to stay.
This
You
is
have no
crazy.
mana, you have to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
But he's got enough. He's almost has enough money to buy his Lost Chapter. I think is what he's trying to wait for here.
Red's probably not enough mana to go all in with the passive, but Empro's not far away.
Yep, if Crimson's not going to reset, I would have let that wave come to me and just froze it for a little bit just to really make it sting. He's going to push it back into Yoni and give him a chance to get that gold that he's so desperately looking for. Yoni needs to find a reset and come back out here healthy for level 6, or he's going to lose his opportunity for an all-in at that crucial point. Empro finding himself behind, but only really one camp down. There is a kill advantage, of course, over the little guy who has picked himself up a Dark Seal. He's expecting to see more kills and assists come his way. As Empro rushes down to the bot side, hook down onto our
This one onto our sexy, but Agateo and Abraxo might be in for what they can handle. Nice flash from Agateo, and Abraxo will also counter flash. The slow is going to land, dodges the zap back, and the hook timing should be coming off cooldown. Will Abraxo be able to land it? He doesn't go for the counter hook. Whittle is here. The root collar lands onto Empro, so nice return damage coming out, and nobody will go down. So a great escape, but 2 flashes burnt from the bot lane of Team Hospitalized. Really good gank timing from Empro.
Yep, this game definitely looking like it is in Hospitalized's hands off of the early engagements. But taking a closer look at the lanes, we see that the advantages are bigger already than they were almost the entirety of last game. In mid and top, Red's finding himself in a authoritative position in the mid lane. He is up almost double the CS of Crimson Yoni, and Duck has the wave sitting happily on his side of the lane. And TJ doesn't have much recourse for if Duck decides to just push him off the wave. He needs to all in for the fight or decide to walk away. There's no short trades in that matchup.
Both tops resetting here. Duck didn't teleport back, so Duck has the teleport advantage here. Now, they're not unleashed yet, so they are very limited on what they can do.
Ooh,
But
ultim
the
through the mid lane.
unstoppable force in onto Reds. Reds will have the moonfall, though, and so it's not enough damage. And Fia is there with a beautiful counter as already Crimson Yoni goes down. Empro shows up, so will Whittle drop. Flash forward from Empro, but not nearly enough damage, so...
Yeah, curious flash. He's gonna wish he had that one back soon when he has ultimate. Daisy drops down with the root collar onto Empro. They're fighting over a ward that is already down. Whittle guy just looking to beat down Empro. Fia is backing him up.
Shielding is kind of crazy.
Empro running
a really nice
forward.
roam by her as well.
Yep. Oh, and
I think Fia made a
root collar
huge
here.
there.
Emperor's only level 5 here. He could burn to the Daisy damage. Daisy is insane! And Whittle Guy wins in the 1v2 because Daisy is basically a champion. What the heck?
Yeah, I gotta say, Empro got mind controlled there. I don't know what happened.
Just like in the jungle earlier, you know, he could have ran away and stayed and fought a 1v2.
Decided to try his luck against the fed Whittle Guy. He said, it's just a Whittle Guy. I might have a little bit of a chance.
Lands, and our sexy will flash heal, but unable to get out as the culling from Agateo lands, and that's another kill. 2-0 on the Lucian now, and already up 20 CS.
Yep, I was really happy with Fia's roam, but perhaps overstayed trying to defend Empro, and our sexy will be caught out burning both summoner spells as a result.
Abraxo with another roam here, and the flash out from Reds. Oh, the hook, the follow-up hook misses. That's the one that you'd love to have back because your mid laner would love to have a little bit of gold. And these are huge plays coming out of Abraxo. Looked amazing on the Tark in game 1 and putting in work here on the Thresh already. Just 8.5 minutes in, he's got almost 80% KP, dominating support play.
Empro will be taking down these Void Grubs solo on the top side. He tried to dodge Vision, but they have a ward in the pit. Little guy will happily trade the Dragon with Abraxo's support.
Yeah, and they
Gatio
did the same
left
trade.
To
they did the same
out.
trade, right? It's a Dragon for topside pressure again. Empro knows it's literally free if he goes up there, so why not just get it for free?
Yep, the CS lead has stabilized in both mid and top now that they've got a few levels and items under their belt. But it is still a gold advantage over to Matt's alt accounts in the top side of the map, with the exception of Whittle Guy, who is finding success as always on
What
his
is Duck
signature
doing?
Ivern pick. 2 into the mid
Red.
lane onto Reds.
What is Duck doing? Oh, and it's a
Reds
wait, it's
with
a
an
kill.
overstay.
It's a combo
Oh,
kill onto
man.
Reds.
Yeah, flash forward out of Yoni to land the unstoppable force onto Reds, punishing that push. What is Duck doing?
And there's the pause comes through. I was wondering what was
Late
going to happen.
pause. So now we're sitting at 15.8 thousand gold for Team Hospitalized, 13.8 available.
Oh,
As a
Abraxo
hook comes in
landing
from
a
Abraxo.
crazy hook right out of spawn, and they're gonna all in. And they had about 8 minutes to talk about that one. They cash in out of the pause. Fia
Sarah-
Yeah,
drops.
Fia might have been a little
He
distracted
dies there
playing Gartic
with
phone.
ult and exhaust up.
Yep.
I think if you exhaust Lucian and ult, there's a chance that R60 gets the return. But
I mean, Abraxo is
happens.
just nutty on the thresh, though, right? Like,
I mean, Agatio's sitting level 8 right now, dude, with so much gold advantage. I think they just can't take the fight in any capacity unless they catch them out.
I mean, he was like almost in tower range though. I think it's. I mean, you were gonna die anyways, right? So you might as. I think. There's
Yeah,
a chance.
potentially. Yep, there's definitely an angle, but
Garner,
that's
you know,
not.
goes to I'm excited to see what maybe he can do.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
for right
okay,
now.
we always usually we do this at a later point in the game, but it is already a pretty dire situation for Matt's alt accounts. So aside from scaling, right, and just hoping and praying that they don't end it in the next 15 minutes, what are the angles? What is Matt's alt accounts looking to do over the next, say 5 minutes? What do they want to do?
You want to take this one, Joe?
Yeah, I mean, I think Diana needs to get further ahead so that she's an actual threat to Lucian. And so Skarner needs to gank, whether it's ganking mid, bottom. If they can make a play on top just to get set further ahead, that's fine.
Bod,
Okay.
and
Speaking of that,
he's
gank
got a
bottom.
stun on Abraxo with a nice find here, and so the plan is foiled pretty much as soon as it starts. So he did go for the
I think
gank, but
correct
it's
to walk out of
sniffed
that one. All camps down, leave except for red side Raptors, as Whittle and Whittle and Empro
Oh, and
will
Emperor's
face
gonna
off,
go
but
here,
they
and
will catch
Abraxo is
Abraxo.
caught out, but R-Sexy not able to land much. The hook lands here onto Emperor, so flash out, and the only damage that R-Sexy able to land is just the zap, so not enough. Both teams very healthy. Agateo with a beautiful backstep there.
Yeah, but Agatio will find himself very low mana off the back of these engagements.
Whittle's
And
here
Whittle
again,
Guy
and
with
and
a...
Fia's running the wrong way. They're gonna go all in onto our sexy first, and then they're gonna turn, and Fia should be free. A nice lantern, and Empro is here, and so a nice double charm lands. Empro can put out some return damage, but it's just the tank right now. The flash out of the impale. Agateo showing us all why he's the league leader in kills, putting on a show for us tonight, as Hospitalized will look to put another nail in the coffin of Matt's alt accounts. It's 10-1, 12.5 minutes in.
Yeah, Empro's there, but Whittle Guy outstays him and will look to throw more influence in
Look
the
at
mid
this
lane. Yoni
move
falling
caller
forward
lands.
with
The
unstoppable
move fall
force.
has to come through, and Red's I can't believe Red's is able to return the kill on that, and it's a shutdown. So Whittle burns. Really nice
Man.
return. I mean, honestly, Red's that was an outplay, I think.
Yeah, can you see the other universe right there where our sexy picks up the double kill with the super mecha death rocket from across the map in the bot lane, and then the game is thrown back into his hands to be able to complete his first item and come back to lane? Oh my, that was close.
Whittle guy dies.
Top lane
what a
sitting one CS away apart from each other now, I think largely off the back of Duck's mom. Impro going to pick up the second round of grubs, expecting to take the similar trade as they had in the first set. Whittle not moving over there quite yet. Will be continuing to hover around his bot side. Agatio with 3-0 and 4. He has a full collector and a
Should be
BF sword in
another
his
play.
pocket.
Yeah, he stepped up. He took some unnecessary damage, but I see what he was trying to do. Abraxo lands another hook onto our sexy. It's at max range, so it will not result in a kill this time. Red's awesome and Crimson Yoni battling. So just all lanes, it looks like all 3 lanes deciding that after the pause, they're just going to go for all-out bloodshed. And the dive will go down. Root Collar and Hook both miss. Our Sexy flashes out, but he's instantly burnt down. Abraxo is taking the damage here, and Whittle Guy will take a second shot as a nice double kill. Beautiful dive executed from Hospitalized. That's 5 kills, 13 for the team. And a dominant
nice
display,
dive
5k
executed.
up at 15 minutes.
I will say Agatio left hanging on his attempt to fist bump his team on the back of that clean dive in the bot side. They will take the tower on the back end and move to their own dragon take. Rift Herald taken after the 5th Void Grub. They will not pick up the 6th as it despawns. But they will cross map the trade slightly. Wow.
TJ in trouble here. Level 11 will flag and drag out and does get out. So honestly, playing really well around that. Reds and our Sexy looking to go onto Yoni here, but Yoni will get out with a nice lantern. Doesn't have to expend flash or unstoppable force. And so, Abraxo again finding a nice support play.
Emperor going to be unhappy with Whittle finding him in the blue buff. They will arrive at the same time, and Daisy is coming up. He may choose to engage on Emperor.
It's
will
pretty
be happy
interesting
to
here.
just take away his own blue.
I think both Whittle and Abraxo are going for player of the game because they're both playing so well. Really trying to show one another up as they continue to just make play after play. But Duck picks up an objective bounty here from Matt's alt account, so this is one of their angles in. The W will come through with true damage, but it misses onto both Whittle and TJ. And there's the Thunderdome, and TJ picks up the kill. TJ 1-0-0 with a CS lead. Who would have expected that? Unstoppable Force lands with a Moonfall is through. Agateo has to try and get out of this. Fia and our Sexy are trying to turn, and now Jinx is excited. The rocket will miss. Another incredible Abraxo! What a monster! And he turns it.
He picks one up for himself on the back end for Fia.
Hook.
1 in 10 now for the MAA bot side. Gatio and Abraxo happily sitting at 8-0 and so what is that, 12? As some of the kills have gone over to Whittle Guy. Nice pickup from TJ to take the tower back on the top side of the map. Plates down now. Emperor looking to catch him out, but I think he'll finish his reset.
Oh, yep, and forces flash out. So so afraid of this Thresh. And I think I really want to hone in on how oppressive this bot lane is. This is the best, in my opinion, the best bot lane in the league. Okay, and their game plan is going to be get Agateo fed. He's got 70 kills. That's how they've won all of their games. But it's so much easier to say what you're going to do than to actually do it. Abraxo and Agateo know that they're going to have everything thrown at them, and they're still finding not just little leads, but massive game-winning, game-breaking leads here every time. They're going to look to fight again,
another
and Reds
engage on
might
Red's
burn
awesome.
down. Fia's here, there's exhaust, but no ultimate for the Seraphine.
Our Sexy on the flank, but MAA is split.
lands.
They have more members here.
Whittle is here. Emperor and our Sexy are looking for an angle, and Fia's on the other side of the wall. They should just take this. Oh, the hook will miss because there's no vision, and both teams might just back up here. It's going to be a stolen blue.
MAA forced to surrender their bottom side jungle. Gatio pushing alone in the mid lane could be caught out here if they decide to hard engage. Red's hesitating slightly. I want to see him do a double moon dash onto Agatio, but his chance is gone now. Whittle got half HP.
Emperor is going all in, and this is going to be a hook landing, but Agateo has to flash out. The lantern will go down. It's an all in onto Agateo, and Fia lands all 5 with a Seraphine ulti. This is the fight they need in order to turn it. Where is our Sexy? He's already dead, and so Matt's alt accounts will join him in the death realm. There goes Duck. There goes Empro, and Fia is not long for this world as TJ will show up and Crimson Yoni will secure it. It's a 1-for-5 team. Ace is hospitalized, takes Matt's ult accounts off the map.
Yeah, Yoni and TJ both teleporting in that fight, and it's difficult to react to those fights when you're all-inning as a group. And the Malphite ultimate, Unstoppable Force, directly onto our Sexy as the fight opens up. A massive ultimate from Fia, charming everybody. with her encore. Huge play. And the score stands at 21-4. A great attempt from Matt's alt accounts. I think they had a real angle there.
That was close. I mean, if that's on even gold, they clean sweep that fight, and they can turn to their, probably their dragon, or I don't know. They can at least get mid tower, but it's unfortunately for them, it's nowhere near even gold. And Team Hospitalized reminds them, hey man, we had a pretty big lead for the first 15 minutes, and you're not about to go and change that now with one nice play. They punish. And it's 21-4 for kills. 6 kills for our league leader already.
Yeah, Hospitalized is going to look to keep up their pressure as they do, did last game. As Matt's alt accounts tries to stall out this game and get Jinx to 3 items, what avenues can they take? Currently sitting at only an Infinity Edge completed for Jinx, and we have two full items on the Lucian.
Yeah, they've got Herald here, so this should be a Herald mid. I don't hate that.
To put the solo gold onto our sexy. I think
gold.
this is the right call as long as they don't
Emperor's
give up
here,
kills
gonna
on
go
this
for the
dragon.
steal,
Emperor needs to back
Emperor's
up.
gonna die. Impale actually onto Agateo as he eased forward, and Reds will drop as well as the Moonfall comes through. That's a double kill over to Agateo. 8 kills for our league leader. So they went for 2 plays at once. They end up giving over 2 kills, but they still got mid for our sexy, which I think is okay. Abraxo's gonna.
I think you were right. The Herald was the play, but they moved towards the dragon as well with Reds and Impro, and they end up giving away 2 kills on the back of their bounty pickup in the mid lane. And Hospitalized will move on to dragon now. Duck alone, 1v4, 1v5.
Yeah, there's nothing he can do here though. The call should be out, and he will escape.
There's a chance with the Jinx rocket.
And the call should have been out at dragon, but it didn't stop them then. And the Baron will go over to Hospitalized, sitting at Soul Point and 9,000 gold advantage. 8 kills onto the powerful Lucian. Will he pick up his 3rd item on this reset? It will be close. He's looking for pocket change to finish that item. Has 300 in the pocket.
So we're at 21 minutes. They've gotten a quick Baron here. This is a team that historically has taken a long time to finish out their games. They've got one of the longest game times in the LCC. But here, playing 2 mid-game comps this series, and absolutely showing us that they were playing a controlled style with intention. And here, when they need to play quicker, they know how to speed the game up. Duck is here, but a root collar will land, and the true damage will miss. Ultimate comes through, but Abraxo is on a killing spree, 3-0 and 13.
Cataclysm's gonna fall.
TJ lands
Red's
the
forced to
ultimate.
flash.
Red's forced to flash. And our sexy wants to come over, commit to this
more.
fight, but he can't get here. Root collar will land. Daisy comes out. Our sexy
is a
is on the side. Watch
2v3.
our sexy here on the side. A lot of damage, and that's the Moonfall landing, and so Whittle will drop. Agateo is there though.
Whoo!
Reds is shredded
Lord,
by
the culling. Yeah, that was a 2v3, but they don't capitalize on it quite quick enough. Agateo and TJ able to follow up. Our sexy forced to flash. Cataclysm not available to follow. Teleport coming down. I imagine this will finish before the tower goes down.
It does,
And
Duck
Duck
is
is here
there.
reinforced.
So TJ there again. They want to look though. Agateo and Abraxo looking for the flag and drag up. The hook will miss, and Abraxo potentially too far forward here. They have no way to engage. Everything on cooldown. They decide to get out. And I'm pretty sure I just missed Crimson Yoni solo killing Empro in the top lane. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
That's what
it
happens.
does look like the shape of it.
Emperor sitting at 0-6 and 1, called out by Whisper during the mid-game intermission.
Empro's gonna have to take a hard look at these games and decide what's and reconsider some of these choices. There's definitely been some plays, especially on Bel'Veth, as you mentioned, the triple knockup, the triple kill. There's been some room to look, but I feels like some emotions are driving
way
these
too far forward.
engages.
Abraxo
Hook.
I can't believe that missed.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
our
it's
sexy
slipped
here
through the
taking
crystals.
blue buff for his team. as the rest of
Yeah.
Matt's unstoppable force here onto Fia. The hook lands onto Empro, and Empro will be shredded as the dodge away. Moonfall onto 2, but that's already 2 dead. Daisy, and that's a triple. Our Sexy not with his team. Matt's ult accounts deleted. Control Alt delete all those accounts.
Yeah, Sexy trying to find the farm that he can to get to these items that he knows he needs for these fights, but unable to keep his team
TJ did
safe
stop
in the
back
meantime.
on set, so Duck is having to walk back. At least for a little bit, he'll now get the back off.
Yeah, the hook lands down on our Sexy and he will be burst
obliterated right as I went to look away. The hook lands. Agateo and Abraxo taking. I mean, this is the end of the game here, right? Duck is up though.
No, they're respawning.
The W will land onto 3. Agateo is very low. This could be a clean wipe into an objective. Depends on what they find here. They're gonna turn after a nice root collar and now look to go forward again. That's a double kill. Reds is up though. This could be the penta. Oh no, the unstoppable force. It's a triple, and Agateo wants the quadra. He's the league leader for a reason. He's got 15, and this will be
the
a
little guy needs a taste.
For Hospitalized, showing us that they are the team that deserves the top of the leaderboards. GG 2-0.